Mystery in the shadows. The journey that challenges us. Did you know there are places where reality and the unknown blur together? Stories that challenge our understanding, mysteries that send chills down our spine, and secrets waiting to be unraveled. Do you have the courage to follow us on this journey of fear and curiosity? If you dare, prepare yourself, because what lies ahead will take you to a place where the normal doesn't exist and where even memory itself can be erased. In 1923, a small town was ravaged by a series of inexplicable disappearances. The victims, all ordinary people, vanished without a trace. But the strangest part, they seemed to have disappeared from collective memory. No one remembered who they were anymore, as if they had never existed. These people left no traces behind. There were no proofs, no memories, nothing. But what had happened in that place? It was during a dark night that a mysterious figure was spotted walking through the streets, always in silence, always in the shadows. Some people swear that the figure's shadow still walks there, always lurking, but no one has ever been able to prove it. That figure is part of a deep mystery, and the town is a labyrinth of questions without answers. What happened in the town that left them with such unsettling forgetfulness? What could erase so much time, so much space, and so many lives from our memories? Is there something or someone controlling people's memories? And why? The mystery of the Forest of Echoes. On the outskirts of the town, there's a forest known as the Forest of Echoes. It's a place avoided by everyone, a land marked by a constant sense of unease. Those who venture into its depths begin to hear strange sounds, whispers that seem to come from nowhere. Some people claim that these sounds are the voices of those who entered the forest and never returned. But the most disturbing thing? Once they return, they're never the same. Something changes them. Their memories become hazy, and their very identity seems to disappear. They come back, but with empty eyes, as if what made them who they were had been sucked into the forest. Some say the forest is alive, that it absorbs its victims and takes their memories, say the town's elders. Others claim it's a portal, a secret passage to another dimension where time and reality don't work the same way. What we can say is that what's lost there is rarely found again. Those who entered, who dared to walk its corridors, were never the same. And no matter how hard they tried, no one ever managed to bring them back or even understand why the forest chose them. The enigma of the shadows and the shadows. The shadows, they've always been part of a greater mystery. Did you know that since ancient times, cultures around the world believed that shadows were portals to other realities? In ancient Greece, it was believed that shadows were the lost souls, trapped between the world of the living and the dead, a place where time didn't flow the same way. And in many indigenous cultures, shadows are seen as guardians of secrets, or as entities capable of stealing the soul. But what happens when you feel something watching you? But when you look around, there's no one there. Or when you look at your own shadow and feel that it moves independently, as if it has a life of its own. Could shadows just be an optical illusion? Or perhaps portals to another dimension, as many believe? What happens when you feel a presence, but can't see it? The answer may be closer than you think. And if the shadows were somehow connected to the disappearances of people in the town, if they were, in some way, manipulating the memory of the victims and stealing their identities, the connection between the forest and the town, between the shadows and the disappearances, might be deeper and more complex than we imagine. The lost key to the mystery now. Let's look for the clues. To unravel the mystery, we need to look beyond the obvious. The disappearances of people, the shadowy figures, and the enigmas of the forest. All of this may be connected. But there's one key we're missing to understand what's really happening. A key that's been forgotten, lost between the shadows and the mist of the forest. Something is keeping all these events intertwined, something much greater than we imagined. But what could be so powerful that it erases people's memories and distorts the reality around them? And if these stories, these events, are more than just coincidences? What if all of this is part of a much larger plot, something that's slowly unfolding, with each clue that appears? Perhaps the answers are closer than we think, but what do we do when the truth is more terrifying than any mystery? The conspiracy of shadows. Some scholars suggest that shadows have more power than we realize. They are the reflection of our fear, of that which we cannot face or understand. But what happens when that fear takes shape? When the shadow becomes something real, an entity that feeds on our memories and our past? What happened to those who disappeared in the town? Could their shadows have taken control of their lives? And more importantly, who or what is behind all of this? As we explore deeper, we begin to notice that the shadowy figures appearing in the town, just like the echoes of the forest, are connected in mysterious ways. And the town, which seemed simple at first, is full of secret passages, moving shadows, and memories that have been distorted. There's something living there, something hiding in the darkness, waiting patiently to reveal itself. The final revelation, the truth is out there, waiting to be discovered. But are we prepared to face what it really hides? What will happen when we finally uncover what's behind the disappearances, the shadows, and the forest of echoes? Some things, perhaps, are better left forgotten, buried in the shadows where they were born. However, we can't ignore them for too long. The truth, just like the shadows, always finds a way to reach us. Do you have the courage to move forward? To go beyond what is visible and confront what is hidden? Remember, the mystery never stays buried for long. What's hidden in the shadows, in the forests, in the forgotten corners of a town, always finds a way to reveal itself. And when it does, it may be too late to turn back. Until the next journey, if you're ready to face what shouldn't be seen. If you dare to walk this path, subscribe, like the video, and turn on notifications. Because in the dark city, not every secret should be uncovered. And what you found here might be more than you were prepared to discover.